Dinara Kltnton, teachers, and to one and all present here. Today we have gathered for the music workshop, Magic Piano and the Chopin Shots by Miss Dinara Kltnton. Pianist Dinara Kltnton was born in Ukraine and has completed the Artist Diploma in Performance course at the Royal College of Music. Prior to this, she was awarded a Master of Performance degree with distinction at the RCM. Upon graduating from the Moscow Central Music School, she went on her graduate diploma with honors at the Moscow State Conservatory. May we now request Principal Ma'am to hand over a flower bouquet and a token of appreciation to felicitate Ms. Dinara Kltnton.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for such a warm welcome straight away. I already made a little tour around your school, and I found it very beautiful and charming. And I'm so glad that such wonderful kids get such great facilities and great education here. It's fantastic to see you all here this morning. And without further hesitation, let me just start playing some pieces. But before that, I'm going to ask you, how many of you play keyboard at all? Anybody? Okay, that's just fantastic. How many of you think that you are acquainted with Western classical music? Okay, well that's actually a great crowd. It's fantastic. It's a nice percentage. Now, I'm going to play you one piece, and I'm pretty sure that you have heard, like 99% of all of you have heard this before, but we will talk about this a bit further.
That was simply fantastic and mesmerizing. I'm so glad that my students have got the opportunity to hear a world-class musician. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your appreciation. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ma'am, are etudes based on a particular technical exercise?
Well, actually, it's a wonderful question. Chopin etudes, they are, each of them, they actually represent a particular technical exercise, whilst the other romantic composers, including like Franz Liszt, whose piece I played at the beginning, those etudes are based on different aspects and different varieties of techniques, so each of them represent different ones. But in Chopin, it's a wonderful question. There's a question that many conservatory students are asked during their studies. In Chopin etudes, it's a different way they were made. They were made based on a particular technique indeed. Thank you. Anybody?
For the exam, I'm asking that how can you sight read even better?
Okay, yeah, this one is working. So for the sight reading skills, as I understand that from my perspective, from my experience, what you can do is actually to read as much as possible. It's a skill that you practice, first of all. And do you have any algorithm to remember the notes, or you just recognize them like you recognize the person that you see? Like when you see the note written, do you recognize it immediately, or you have to count?
Usually I don't have to count, but if it has too many leisure lines, I might have to.
Oh, well, that's totally fine, that's totally fine. Well, so then your sight reading should not be a problem as long as you practice it like every day. If you can spare 5 minutes at least every day, but make sure that you practice and make sure that you take not difficult pieces at first and concentrate on it to have the initial flow. So just choose the tempo, look at the key signatures straight away, and what's the most important thing is that whilst you're playing, let's say, the first bar of music, make sure that you're already looking at the second, and then playing the second. So you have to be looking ahead and playing. So that's a skill that it's like reading. So you're already, whilst you're reading the second word, you're still pronouncing the first. You have to be looking ahead. But I think practice, that's what actually makes it better. That's the only way. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, there is one more question, and probably we'll have to wrap up on that one.
Ma'am, regarding this sight reading, how do you improve in sight reading jazz pieces? The examiners normally like to give jazz pieces because it's more difficult. How do you improve in that one?
Oh, this is interesting. Well, jazz pieces, yeah, I can imagine why they are difficult because of the rhythm qualities and many accidentals. Well, are the examiners giving you a little bit of time to get with your eyes through the pieces?
30 seconds.
30 seconds, yeah, that's exactly what they do with the first step. Well, I think the art is actually, the trick is to spot those beats and to try to count them immediately, try to understand where the beats are. So for instance, if it's made in 4/4, you have to understand where the next beat starts. And even if it happens that you didn't play all the notes or you think that you didn't play them quite correctly, you have to move on. That's the most important skill that they appreciate. Don't try to play all the notes if you think that you're not able to, because in sight reading, sight reading basically on stage how it looks like. If there is a singer or a violin player who asks you to accompany him or her and to sight read the piece, how it works, he will be playing in tempo and you just have to keep up your tempo no matter what accident happens throughout. So I think, again, just try to practice. Yeah, if you are struggling with some difficult rhythms or accidentals, also try to find some pieces. Now it's all available online. Try to find some pieces like that and practice them in slow tempo. Always understanding where the beats are, where the beginning of next beat is. And then again, when you are doing the exam, don't try to play like everything, because otherwise you will not be able to keep up with the pace. Thank you. Thank you very much. It was really fantastic working with you. I'm afraid we just need to head on to next project now. But I really hope to see many of you on the 5th of August in Kalamandi Auditorium. You were a fantastic audience. Thank you very much. Right, I'm gonna do, since there was Mozart's name mentioned, I'm gonna do a really little piece which you of course have heard. It's gonna be the Turkish march. enjoyed it. I'm so glad, I'm so pleased to hear that